Well, hello there. My name is Erica. If you're brand new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Today on the bench, a Stihl MS291 here for maintenance, and we're going to get this thing ready for winter. Stay around until the end of this video, and I'm going to mail somebody a Married with Small Engine sticker and a fuel line grabber from Stihl. Well, get on over here and let's get started. Here we have a Stihl MS291, and this saw is a 2024 model. It's here for its fall service to get it ready for winter. This guy cuts a ton of wood, and he wants this thing in top running condition. It came in with no chain. He said new chain, new bar, service the engine, grease the needle bearing, just give the saw a once over. So it looks to be in good condition. The plastics, the handles, I see no damage. Let's pull the bar off this thing. And that is a 16-inch bar he has on there. The clutch drum is in really poor condition. We're going to have to replace that. I'll show you that closer once I have it off. This is a saw that sits all spring and summer. It only really works in the fall. So I'm going to dump the fuel out of it. We'll take a look, and I can see quite a bit of dirt in the tank, so we want to get that out of there. I don't see any water in his fuel, but the fuel does have a strong odor to it and quite a bit of dirt. These are a very handy tool from Stihl. There's not much to them, but very convenient for pulling fuel line out of a tank. This customer wants this thing serviced, so we are going to replace the fuel filter, the spark plug, and the air filter. I have a service kit here from Stihl for this saw. This fits 271s, 291s, some MS311s. And that's the part number for this kit. If you're servicing your saw and don't have this fuel line grabber at home, what can you do? Well, in this kit, you can use this piece in here. Stihl has designed it so that you can turn this piece here into a hook. Since we are removing that fuel filter, I'm just going to hook up my pressure vac tester and just do a quick pressure test. We're testing to 10 psi. No problem there. So let's install our new fuel filter. You can see the color of the new one and the color fading on the old one. These fuel filters should be replaced on a regular basis. Somebody's going to win one of these today, so you just pay close attention to this video, and I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, my fresh fuel mix. I've been servicing this man's equipment for several years now, and I know this saw only gets used in the fall, and the fuel sits in it year round. Sometimes I find water in it. I always find lots of dirt in it, so I always dump his fuel, flush the tank out, and we do a fuel system check and a complete service. Lots of bar oil. Let's just step outside, fire this thing up, and make sure everything is okay before we proceed with the rest of this service. Well, our 291 seems to run without any issue. Let's pull the top cover off. 3 T27s. Air filter. Looks like he probably cleans it, but we are going to put a new one on it at his request. But I can give him this one back if he wants it. The saw isn't that dirty. I have seen much dirtier. From what I can see with my flashlight, everything looks to be okay in there. But I can grab my camera and I can show you in there. You can see a little bit of carbon on top of the piston. I'm not sure what type of oil he runs. It doesn't look like Stihl oil in that fuel sample. It was kind of a bright blue color. Probably something from Canadian Tire. The cylinder looks okay. We can do a compression test. Looks like just a hair over 130 pounds. We're going to install the new spark plug from that kit. Just make sure it's gapped properly, which it is. And the new air filter from the kit. You want to hear that snap when you put your air filter on. I have seen these saws come in with the air filter on, but not on tight. So you want to turn it until you hear that. I'll take this thing over to the compressed air and just blow this area out, and then we'll continue on. Be right back. Okay, our 3 service items, fuel filter, air filter, spark plug, have all been replaced. Let's take this area all apart for cleaning, greasing, and we need to replace that clutch drum. Clip off, washer, and now we can get a better look at this clutch drum. That's in terrible condition. Needle bearing. And lots of dirt. I know it's really hard to keep your saws from getting dirty, and that's why you need to stop once in a while and take them apart for cleaning and maintenance and replacing stuff that needs replacing. So I will clean the flywheel area up, the clutch side up, all of this, and then we'll put it back together. I'm curious about this fuel line hook. I've actually never done this before, so let's do it together. Little set of instructions in there. Well, I guess that's the idea. You fold it into a little hook, and then you can reach down in your fuel tank and grab the fuel line, pull your fuel filter out. We're back from cleaning. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. The clutch looks to be in good condition. The springs are all tight. I don't see anything broken, nothing missing. The oil line looks good. Let's start putting it back together. We're going to grease our needle bearing. Just a little bit of all-purpose grease. We need to replace this part. It's worn out. We're going to replace it with this. This is the rim sprocket kit. So instead of wearing this whole clutch drum out from now on, he is going to wear his rim sprocket out, and he'll only have to change this. So this kit comes with the drum, the sprocket, a washer, and a clip. Let's put this back together. Well, that looks better. I like to do a hardware check and just make sure that everything is tight. Let's pop those two caps out of the muffler. Just make sure our hardware is tight. And we have a spark arrestor right here. We'll also check it. Those are in there to keep dirt out of your muffler. So there's a couple T27s up in there. We'll just reach up in there and just make sure that they're tight. Spark arrestor right there. I don't think it's dirty, but we'll pull it out and take a look at it anyways. And it is a T27 as well. Okay, and it is perfectly clean, so we'll just pop it back in there. Well, this 291 has just received a full service, cleaning and replaced a couple things that needed replacing. I think we can go ahead now and put a brand new bar and chain on it. This customer runs 16-inch bars and chains. So we are going to install this Stihl bar. This is 50 gauge, 325, 67 drive link. This is the norm here in Canada. And the chain to match that is 23 RS67, 325, 50 gauge, 67 drive link. If you'd like to win this sticker and this fuel line grabber, I want you to go in the comments section and tell me two things. And the first person to answer both correctly wins. Question 1, what PSI do I test the fuel line at? Question number 2, what size screwdriver did I use to reattach that white plastic piece? Those 3 pieces of hardware. I'll see you in the comments section. There's a fully serviced 291. New bar, new chain, a service kit with an air filter, a fuel filter, a spark plug, and a rim sprocket kit. Let's take this thing out, make a few cuts with it, and make sure it's working perfectly.
That works good. I don't often get to use a 291 that's been broken in, unless they're broke in. They show up broken, then I get to use them. No, that works. Good power on that one. I'd cut that whole load of logs with this saw. The chain's sharp, the fuel's good, no problem.
This is an excellent running MS291. Full engine service, brand new bar and chain. This saw is ready to cut this winter's wood. It's on to the next chainsaw. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time.